One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. So Boston College's offense takes the field to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
That's caught. It's Wilkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Hokies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Hokies. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the extra point was good. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give is to Williams. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. It makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
He's got the tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air, it's Barnett. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls a fire complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Richard. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's got 99 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This Boston College offense has it working. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Harris. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got room at the 35. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Quickly out to the tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Soft spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harris. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Backed up now here, second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilkins. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. Now a two-possession game at 24-13. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Grabbed over the middle. It's Courtney. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. This time they'll go to the running game. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it 4th and short from the 45. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback
breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How about that job after the catch on a critical 3rd down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up 1st and goal.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up.
Touchdown, Boston College. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. That's reeled in, it's Selden. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Release to the back. Got a man, it's Spencer. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hand.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Truckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor, or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
Makes the grab down the middle. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. The DBs will back off a bit. Running to the left. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he makes the catch. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got him downfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. They just keep firing. Got the quick pass. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Pulls it in. It's Green. At the 35, he's open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They want that clock to run. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Richard. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boston College wants to play fast. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilkins. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He'll set up to throw. There's the pressure. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. On the run, it's Overton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Firing to the right, complete. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high. The defender, you're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him?
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making